I'm going to let Callie Cat help me with the lesson today. Okay, so what part of the book is Callie Cat touching today? Do you know what that part's called? Yep, that's the front cover. Now I'm going to turn it over. Now what part is Callie Cat covering? That is the back cover. Okay, now Callie Cat is going to help with this one. What is this part called? That's the part where the book is folded together. Right, that part is called the spine, okay? And then right there at the top, the big words, what is that called? That's correct. That is the title, okay? And then down here it says written by Carrie Waters. She has a job title. Do you know what job title that is? Correct, she's the author. And then illustrated by Rick Brown. Okay, so he's the illustrator. What do you think the illustrator does? If the author writes the words, what does the illustrator do? That's it. The illustrator draws a picture. So Rick Brown drew all the pictures in this book that eventually, if you want to, you can color. Okay, so Callie Cat does not know how to read, so I'm going to read this book to Callie Cat, okay? And then you're going to read it to her when I'm done, okay? So I'm going to point and read. The Big Trip. The big trip is on. Big Bob hops in. So I point to each word as I read. Big Bill sits on top. Big Babs is last. Big Bab fills it. Big Babs tips it. Bam! Plop! Plop! The big trip is off. The end. Okay, so let's go back for understanding the story. I'm going to ask you all a question. Okay, you're going to answer for Callie Cat. What is the title of the story? Do you remember what the title was? Okay, so yes, the title of the story, and you can go back to the front cover and look at it. It says The Big Trip. Okay, so number 2. Why do the animals get into the hot air balloon? Why do you think they get into the hot air balloon? To take a big trip, that's correct. And then 3, why is the big trip off? What happened? That's right, because the balloon popped, right? And they couldn't all fit into it and fly into the air. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to let you guys read it, okay? So I'm going to point with my pencil, and I'm not going to say anything. You're going to be reading this to Callie Cat. Callie Cat is here listening. And this one, which animal is Big Bob that's hopping in right now? The kangaroo. That was Callie Cat's question. Keep reading. And this one was about Big Bill. What kind of animal is Big Bill? Big Bill is right there. That's a pelican, I believe. And this page was about Big Babs. What kind of animal is Big Babs? An elephant, right. Okay, so what's happening here? They're not quite off the ground yet. What's happening? And then what happens? And then these are the noises. Okay, good. Thank you for reading that to Callie Cat, boys and girls. She loves to be read to. I bet your parents do too, and so do your stuffed animals. So anytime you want to practice reading, go ahead and reread these books. You can color the pictures. These are yours to keep. Thank you for joining me for this lesson.